going on, Jeromes? It's time for the most accurate power rankings in the known universe. Head into week 7, and if you disagree with any single one of the placements, you were wrong. How does it feel? Starting, as we always do, down, an earlier round at 32 and 33. You got the Packers at 33 on bye. I mean, obviously they can't move up, although they didn't lose, which is important for them. Feel good. The Bears just ran into a buzzsaw, which is the Minnesota Fighting Vikings. 1-5. The Bears are poopy yet again. I think that they should fire Poles and Eberflus. But actually, selfishly as a Vikings fan, keep them. Extend them. That's all, man. Next up at 31, got the New England Patriots. There's problems in Beantown, man. And it is so funny watching Patriots fans piss and moan about football. It's like you didn't have 2 decades of excellence. But, yeah, going on the road, losing to the Raiders. And this offense is dead on arrival. The defense is sort of whatever. And I don't know. It's weird seeing a Belichick team playing so ugly and undisciplined, except that's exactly what they are. That's exactly what they are, man. 30. You got the Giants up one spot where, I mean, Ty God, gave them a chance in Buffalo, and I think it came down to mismanagement at the end of the halves. Now, did Tyrod check to a run play on that last play before the half? TBD. Would be pretty convenient for Dable, just throw him under the bus, but the management at the end of the halves, it's whatever. And yeah, was Darren Waller held at the end of the game? Probably, but also, I mean, shout out to the the Giants defense. They did give them a shot against the Bills. Josh Allen had himself another off day. Also got dinged up a little bit. So I don't know, like, it's tough to be a Giants fan. I mean, you had 07 and 11, and frankly, since 2011, the Giants have been one of the worst, if not the worst team in the National Football League. 29. Got the Broncos up one spot where they had a decent showing against the Chiefs, but a couple of calls went in the Chiefs' favor. Shocker, but yeah, I think that the Broncos are going to be sellers at the trade deadline, and stupid-ass Sean Payton. Unless this was the plan all along, just to tank, I mean, this team is ass. Thank you. 28, you got the Panthers. I mean, God bless the Panthers. They sure do try hard, but they're 0-6. They had a 14-0 lead against Miami. They're the highest-scoring team in their division, and yet they're 0-6. It's just, I don't know, like, they have pieces, except it seems like they're going to be sellers at the deadline anyway, probably trading Brian Burns, maybe Jeremy Chin, maybe Derek Brown. And the only real piece that you have on the team is Bryce Young and probably Taylor Moton. And the rest of it is just, plus you don't have a first-round pick for the next 2 years. Yeah. 27. You got the Arizona Cardinals, where, I mean, the Cardinals were plucky for a while, but now they're just straight up bad. Yeah, I mean, they were punching above their weight. They probably should have beat the Giants in the one come from behind win. They did beat the Cowboys, though, which is funny. But Arizona in division, they just go and lay an egg against the Rams, so whatever. But this is all part of the plan, and also the Cardinals have the Texans' first-round pick. So Monty Ossenford, our guy, could and should be able to replenish this rooster. 26, you got the Titans. So Tannehill got dinged up at the end. Malik Willis literally looked like he had never seen a football before. Like, he had so many bad mistakes, and it was just, I don't know. But they're 2-4. They're a really terrible average team, or an above average really terrible team. That's where the Titans are at right now. 25. You got the Falcons down 3 spots. Where, where, I mean, you could see a spot where plausibly they could trade for Kirk Cousins, but I don't know. I mean, they have all the weapons in the world, but Desmond Ridder is not it. I mean, he was our guy at Cincinnati, but it's not panning out in this offense. So, yeah. 24, got the Colts down 5 spots, where, I mean, the Colts were sort of plucky for a while, but now Anthony Richardson going on season-ending IR, having that shoulder surgery. Minshew mania is sort of tamped down, and, yeah, they just got boat raced against the Jaguars in division here. 23. But I do think that since they have their quarterback of the future, I mean, if they lost a couple games, go ahead. But also, it seems like it's going to be scripted that Marvin Harrison Jr. ends up as a Colt. I don't know. Steelers on bye, sitting at 3-2, where I always love and respect Mike Tomlin. I think they should have moved on from Matt Canada. I mean, this defense is just carrying this offense at times, but I don't know. Like, Kenny Pickett, it's tough to judge Kenny Pickett when he's in this offense. That's all I'm saying. But they could get Deontay Johnson back, so that could be big. 22. You got the Commies up 4 spots, getting a win on the road. where this is night and day from them last Thursday, where Slinging Sam Howell was garbage against the Bears, and then he threw for 3 touchdowns. So, I don't know. But need to target Scary Terry McLaurin and Jan Dotson more, man. That's all, man. 21. I got the Raiders staying at 21, outlasting the Patriots. You know, Josh McDaniels is 3-0 against Belichick. It's crazy, man. But, I mean, the Raiders, also the Raiders at the cover at the end, -2.5. Woo, woo. Max Crosby getting the safety. Let's go, man. 20. You got the Jets, Jets, upsetting the Eagles at home, which is fantastic. And our guy, Rob Salah, the defense is absolutely legit, even without Sauce Gardner. And I do think that maybe they could do enough to be kind of interesting, but I don't trust Zach Wilson. Also, I mean, could Rodgers legitimately come back this season? Like, I'm not banking on it, but I mean, crazier things have happened, I guess. 19, you got the Saints down 5 spots. They go on the road in Houston, and just like, again, I mean, the Saints defense is pretty damn solid. They got to bench Derek Carr. Like, Jameis Winston 100% gives them a better shot. And, I mean, Derek Carr, whether it's just him being Derek Carr or the lingering effects of that shoulder injury, I don't know, man. But Saints fan, well, I was going to say Saints fans deserve better, but 18, you got the Bucs down 8 spots. Like, how could you come off bye and look this unprepared? Like, it's absolutely embarrassing to the creamsicle uniforms. Baker obviously is not the dude, and Tampa, I mean, they're listless right now. I mean, they should trade Mike Evans at the deadline. I mean, the defense, they still have pieces from that Super Bowl run, but I don't know. How'd the Vikings lose to the Bucs week 1? That's rough. 17, you got the Browns. Woo, woo. Let's go. Cleveland rocks, upsetting the Niners, where so San Francisco basically missed the game-winning kick. And Cleveland, that defense under Jim Schwartz, top tier. I mean, they're top 5 minimum, and they're probably not even 5. So respect there. And offensively, you know, Amari Cooper still showing that he can do the damn thing. Jerome Ford is looking pretty decent. Kareem Hunt is sprinkling in there. And they did all this without Deshaun Watson, even though he was medically cleared to play. And maybe our guy Stefanski can hang on to his job. I don't know. 16. So in a year where it looked like the Rams were going to take a step back, I mean, McVay is showing that he's still McVay. Winning against Arizona, getting to 3-3. Cooper Kupp is still obviously him. So there you go. 15. Got the Bengals up 1 spot. Getting a nice win over, sort of a plucky Seahawks team. So the Bengals square off at 3-3. Burrow looks a lot healthier with that calf issue. The defense looks like it's starting to get its ish together again. So maybe Cincy could be viable in the AFC. 14. Got the Texans up 4 spots. Wow. I mean, Stroud still doesn't have much protection, but I like what they're doing in Houston. And Stroud's going to be the dude. Stroud's going to be the dude. I love DeMeco Ryans. Love that the defense, maybe they're not the most talented, but they play hard every single snap. They play disciplined football. You know, they shut down the Saints, although that's not hard to do. But I think that Houston is going to be super interesting going forward. 13. Got the Chargers down 2 spots, losing Monday Night Football against the Cowboys, really letting down the Asian superfan lady. Used to be a Vikings fan. I'm still not buying it. Man. But, I mean, the Chargers, again, they have this uncanny ability to play up or down to their opponent. And, you know, Herbert, feels like they're wasting Justin Herbert. Whether it's drops, whether it's whatever, whether it's, I don't know, man. 12, got the Seahawks down 5 spots where sometimes they look good, sometimes they look like poop. That's all. I mean, DK got super frustrated. Geno is not looking like he did last year. Maybe he is dinged up a little bit. But Seattle, like you don't know what to expect from Seattle. Just really don't know. 11. Yeah, Georgia up 1 spot. Taking it to Vandy in Nashville on Saturday. Currently moved to 7-0 on the season. Go Bulldogs. 10. You got the Jaguars up 5 spots where, I mean, Jacksonville looks like they're getting their ish together. At the start of the season, maybe not so much, but Trevor Lawrence is looking like that dog again, and Jacksonville is starting to get it back on track. Etienne had another 2-touchdown game. So, Doug Peterson, been there, done that, and Jacksonville, I mean, they could be a force. Could be a force, man. 9. Got the Cowboys up 4 spots where, yeah, it's a tough win, even though it was basically a home game for them out in L.A., but Dak, showing them some things off where Dak had been ass. Thank you. The last couple of games, it looked pretty good here, as well as, I mean, this game shouldn't have been this close. I mean, Michael Gallup dropping that touchdown. That's rough. That's rough, man. And so stupid where Van Der Esch is hurt, and their solution is to take Micah Parsons, who is one of the best edge rushers in the game, and revert him back to an off-ball spot. No, don't do that. Even though Parsons did get a big-time sack in this game, too. 8, you got the Vikings sticking and picking at 8. I mean, yeah, you beat the Bears, who may be one of the worst teams in the league. A win is a win is a win. That's all. And Vikings get the first dub without JJ. Now they take on the Niners on Monday Night Football. Shock the world. Money line, man. That's right. 7. You got the Bills down one spot where, I mean, they sort of just outlasted the Giants there, where it wasn't overly impressive. And I don't know, like Josh Allen is basically like the Chargers. Like he plays up and down to his competition. And it was also every Bills game, no matter they win, lose, or draw, Diggs somehow always gets 100 yards. It's kind of funny, man. 6. You got the Ravens up 3 spots where, I mean, they go on the road. London beat the Tennessee Titans. It's great. But also, like, not closing out drives, they got to do that. Like, Justin Tucker kicked 6 field goals. You got to do better than that. Man. But it does feel like, Lamar is starting to get things going. Zay Flowers caught himself a touchdown, which is great. Go from there. 5, you got the Eagles down 3 spots where the Eagles might be in trouble. And no, the answer isn't signing Julio Jones to the practice squad. I mean, the Eagles secondary was weak to begin with, and now they have a bunch of injuries. I don't think that Jalen Hurts is as sharp and impressive as he was last year. And I feel like they don't have the same oomph as they did last year. I mean, they've been a habitual line stepper this season. Frankly, the Vikings should have beat them week 2, but there you go. 4. Got the Chiefs down 1 spot. Sort of really unimpressive Thursday night win against the Broncos in division. And again, the Vikings should beat the Chiefs too. And it's a spot where both these teams, the Chiefs and the Eagles, yeah, they were in the Super Bowl last year, but they're not the same as they were in previous years. Right? And the Chiefs got to find themselves some receiver help, man. 3, got the Dolphins up 1 spot. Just a casual 35 unanswered points against the Panthers. No big deal. Where, I mean, the Dolphins are tough. Like, they can run the football. Tua doesn't make mistakes. They got deep shots galore with Waddle and Tyreek, and defensively they can get after it. So, I mean, Miami's going to be tough. Miami's going to be really, really tough. 2, got the Niners down 1 spot. I mean, yeah, no McCaffrey. Yeah, no Debo. And Trent Williams got dinged up, and Brock Purdy ended up looking pretty damn pedestrian. But we'll see what happens with the injuries heading into Monday Night Football. But it showed that they can get got. They absolutely can get got. And lastly, number 1, I got to give it to them. I mean, the Lions, they're 5-1. They're getting it done. Their defense is fun and feisty. Love me some Brian Branch. And offensively, they're super interesting. And Jared Goff is not looking like Jared Goff. And props to Ben Johnson in that spot. Amon St. Brown is probably the best, second best receiver in the NFC North. Ooh. Is that a Freudian slip? I don't know, man. But we'll see. And, Lions fans, it's been a long time coming, so enjoy your moment in the sun. But, regression to the mean. It's coming, man. But that's it. Week 7 NFL Power Rankings. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.